Hello, welcome to this Gespy build stuff video. To light up my Atari collection, I use an IKEA LED strip. You can buy this on a roll of 5 meters and you cut off the length that you need. But what do you do with the LED strip that is left over? In this video we're going to see if we can use the remaining strip. Let's start! According to the IKEA description, you should throw the remaining strip in the trash can. That's of course a waste and not so friendly for the environment also. But IKEA does not sell separate LED bar controllers. And if you cut the strip, there are no connections for a controller either. But I see some solder joints, so maybe we can do something with that. Let's have a closer look. Here we have the remains of the IKEA Ledberg LED strip. What do we need to be able to use it again? First, a LED controller. I bought this one online for €9. You can operate the controller with infrared. And it comes with this remote control. It is important when choosing a controller that it's suitable for 24 volts. Most LED strips work with 12 volts, but the IKEA Ledberg works with 24 volts. Then we also need a power adapter. Of course, this must be a 24 volt type. And then we need wire to connect the controller. I use RGB LED wiring for this, but you can use any flexible wire. Now, how are we going to connect this to the IKEA LED strip? With most other LED strips, there are almost always contact surfaces where you cut the strip. On those contact surfaces, you can squeeze a connector on. But the IKEA LED strip does not have these contact surfaces. However, there are solder joints every few centimeters. Here we can solder our cable. But first we have to remove the plastic top layer in order to access them. For this I make a small incision on both sides of the soldering points. But be careful that these are not too deep, else you can cut through the LED strip itself. Then I try to get between the protective layer and the strip with the knife to cut away the last piece. Now I can cut away the plastic to the desired length. I take the wire and loosen the ends a bit to make them easier to connect. Then I strip them a little bit. And I provide these ends with a little bit of solder. I also put some fresh solder on the soldering points of the strip. Now I can solder the wires onto them. This is a bit of a precise job. To connect the other end to the controller, I use a simple 4-pin male-to-male connector. I first provide the pins with some solder. Then I solder the wires to the connector. It can be a bit unclear on which pin should be which color, but the most important thing is the 24 volt wire is right. This is usually indicated on the connector with a dot. If the color wires are interchanged, that won't do any damage. Now that all the wires are connected, I'm going to check if they are making good contact and they are not causing any short. If everything is in place, we can connect the connector to the controller. Now comes the big moment. We are going to put the power on. Oh wow, the LED strips immediately starts with some kind of light show. Let's check whether the colors are connected properly. This should be red. And this green. And blue. If the colors are not correct, then two color wires have probably been switched. This controller has all kinds of different modes, much more than the standard IKEA controller. Now we cut the strip to the desired length. Looks like I still have quite a bit left. To protect the solder connection against touching or short-circuiting, I use a piece of shrink tubing on both ends. Ordinary tape can also be used for this. The tube has now shrunk, so the connection is well protected. Now we need to attach the LED strip somewhere. For that, I made this wooden shelf. Under this shelf I made a ledge, behind which the strip can be mounted. We remove the paper from the glued strip. It doesn't stick at the height of the shrink tubing, but it doesn't matter. Try to stick the strip as tightly as possible. To ensure that the wire does not block the lightning, we stick it to the shelf. This one sits. Now we can start mounting the shelf. I freed up a corner in the closet for this. It's already getting dark, but the more clearer the LED effect becomes. Now that the shelf is mounted, we can connect the power. Switch on the LEDs with the remote control and there we have light. Well, that turned out pretty nice. Now I have a great place to put my Lego Atari 2600. If you want to know how I built this Lego set, below this video is a link to my building video. And I can now put all those loose parts nicely on the top of the shelf. I'm quite happy with the end result. So, we managed to make use of the remaining strip. But I still have a piece left. Let's see if I can find a place for this. But for now, we are at the end of this video. If you like this video, please click the like button below. If you want to see more videos like this, then please hit the subscribe button. So hopefully I will see you at the next Build Stuff video. Bye!